Man, it's cold outside today. Well, hopefully you watched the first part of my older videos of when I built my CB550 powered Craftsman mower here. And I hope you enjoyed them. And instead of making one huge long, like 40-minute video possibly, I decided to cut it up in the two shorter videos. So this will be part two, and I hope you enjoy watching it. Thanks.
Let's get some work done on this thing. My last video I mentioned I was going to go over the exhaust and the brakes. So let's start out taking a look at the header. This is the original motorcycle header, and all I did to it was wrap it with a fiberglass cloth, or it's a header wrap actually, and you just wrap it really tight around it, and you hold it in place with these stainless steel zip ties, which I need to go through and tighten them all up and put a couple more on it. That stuff is a pain in the butt. That's all I have to say. But it come out pretty good. My main reason for doing this was to keep some of the heat off the plastic grill in the front of the hood, because I mean it is a matter of inches away from it. After the header is my main exhaust pipe, and I actually made this out of a couple 2 1/4 inch mandrel U-bends. I think I either got them at Jegs or Summit Racing, something like that. But I ended up using 4 pieces and a chrome exhaust tip that I had laying around to make my exhaust. Now let's take a look at the brakes. The brakes will actually work off of the original brake pedal, and they will go to a hydraulic master cylinder. This is a Wilwood 7/8 bore master cylinder, and I actually have the ends here for an AN fitting. I believe that's what they call them. Right here is a hose. I actually need to make a longer one. The nice braided stainless steel hose with these ends you can change out, so I need to take these off of this little one and make me a longer hose. And actually, this was the original rod for the brakes, and all I did was welded a nut that I drilled the threads out of. So this rod for the master cylinder just goes to it with a couple nuts, and that gives me some adjustability actually for where my pedal was set, and it actually makes a pretty big difference. On the back is going to have a disc brake. It is on a aluminum hub that I machined out of a solid piece of 1.5 inch thick aircraft aluminum. It actually started out as a square block, and I had to turn it down round and then bore out the hole and put my bolts in it for the brake disc. But it is actually using a motorcycle. This is a twin piston caliper. I'm not too sure what kind of motorcycle it's off of, and I still have to weld up my mounting bracket here for it. I'm trying to give it some adjustability. That way, when I move the axle forward and backwards to tension up the chain, I can actually then also kind of adjust my caliper where I want it to set. That's kind of experimental. I'm not too sure what I'm doing there, honestly. But to get a better look at my bracket, it's actually a piece of angle iron here that I've ground all out to fit around the master cylinder with a square piece of 1-inch tubing. The square tubing will actually get welded to the frame, and there's my bolts. I can actually put some large washers in between the angle and the square tubing to adjust my master cylinder if I need to move it back some or whatever. That's pretty much it. I tell you what, I'm going to do a quick little time lapse also of me getting some of this put together. I'm going to put the front end under it to where it's sitting on the front tires with the front tie rod. I'm going to put the exhaust on it and the floorboards, and that'll probably be all I get done today. Then probably my next video, I'm not too sure what I'm going to go over. Probably go over the driveline, some of the stuff I had to do, modifications, the axle, the hubs, my sprocket for the chain drive, and all that. And in order to get my chain routed back there, probably go over that. And I'm not too sure. We'll just see what happens honestly in the next video. Alright, well, enjoy the time lapse of me getting some work done on this thing, and subscribe to my channel, like my videos, tell anybody and everybody that might be interested in such a thing. And I hope all these videos help you with a project similar to this, if it's something you want to do, or just trying to see what it takes to build such a thing. And I will get back with you later on the next video. Alright. Okay, well, I kind of ran into some welder problems there at the end, so I had to shut it off, and I just finished up what I was doing. So here, I'll show you what I got done. I got the bracket for the caliper welded in, finally. Got the floorboards. The master cylinder is mounted and all hooked up. I've got it setting on its front wheels now. So I got the front end, got the tie rod on, and I got the exhaust all on. Go ahead in here and let you see what it looks like with the exhaust tip. And there's where the exhaust comes out. Alright, well, thanks for watching this video. On the next one, not too sure what I'm going to cover. I'll come up with something. So until next time, thanks for watching.